Syracuse Orange versus Duke Blue Devils, Cameron Indoor Stadium sets the stage for a defining ACC clash. Syracuse arrives at 15-11 overall and 6-7 in conference play, fighting to climb from the middle tier of the standings. Duke stands tall at 23-2 and 12-1 in the ACC, holding first place and protecting home floor with authority. The predictive edge leans heavily toward the Blue Devils, and the numbers suggest why. For Syracuse, it's a chance to rewrite the narrative. For Duke, it's about tightening its grip on the conference race and reinforcing its status as the league's benchmark. This isn't just another February game, it's separation versus survival. Duke brings one of the ACC's most balanced profiles. The Blue Devils average 82.2 points per game while allowing just 63.1. They shoot 49.6% from the field, 34.1% from three, and a strong 71.7% at the line. Ball movement fuels everything. 16.8 assists per night, paired with 39.6 rebounds and just 11.0 turnovers. They add 8.1 steals and 3.5 blocks, blending activity on the perimeter with rim presence. Syracuse counters with 76.5 points per game on 47.3% shooting, 33.3% from deep, and 63.8% at the stripe. The Orange collect 35.0 rebounds and 13.3 assists, but turnovers, 11.2 per game, and defensive resistance, allowing 72.2 points, remain pressure points. They generate 6.7 steals and an impressive 6.3 blocks per contest, signaling length and interior disruption as a defensive identity. The offensive engines define each side. For Syracuse, J.J. Starling leads at 12.1 points per game on 44.7% shooting and 31.0% from three, while Nathan George adds 10.5 points and 5.6 assists, controlling tempo. Nate Kings contributes 11.7 points with 36.7% three-point accuracy. William Kyle III anchors inside with 7.7 rebounds and 2.7 blocks, giving Syracuse rim protection and second-chance presence. Duke's offense revolves around Cameron Boozer, a force at 22.8 points and 9.9 rebounds per game, while shooting 57.5% from the field and 38.8% from deep. He's efficient, versatile, and relentless. Isaiah Evans adds 14.4 points with 35.6% three-point accuracy and nearly 89% at the line. Patrick Ngongba II provides interior strength with 6.2 rebounds and 1.3 blocks per game. Duke's attack is layered: perimeter shot-making, interior dominance, and disciplined spacing. The defining theme is clear: Duke's offensive efficiency versus Syracuse's length and shot blocking. Can the Orange disrupt rhythm without sacrificing defensive structure? Or does Duke's balance overwhelm over 40 minutes? Recent form leans heavily toward the home side. Duke has won 4 of its last 5, including a 70-54 road win at Pitt and a 67-54 victory over Clemson. Even in its lone loss at North Carolina, 71-68, the margin was razor thin. The Blue Devils are closing games with control and composure. Syracuse has split its last 5. A 79-78 win over SMU showed late-game poise, but losses at Virginia, 72-59, and North Carolina, 87-77, exposed defensive gaps. The Orange have battled, but consistency remains elusive. Their wins have required execution in tight finishes. Duke has often dictated terms early. The spotlight is on Boozer versus Starling. Boozer's 57.5% shooting and 76.6% from the line show efficient, physical scoring across all levels, plus strong rebounding. Starling is rhythm-based and perimeter-focused, shooting 44.7% overall and 54.4% from the line, a possible late-game weakness. Boozer brings steady pressure, Starling must spark momentum. Nathan George's playmaking, 5.6 assists per game, becomes vital against Duke's active perimeter defenders, who generate 8.1 steals per contest. If George controls tempo and limits live ball turnovers, Syracuse can stay within striking distance. If Duke turns defense into transition offense, the gap widens quickly. Duke's 39.6 rebounds versus Syracuse's 35.0 is a subtle edge that could control tempo through second chances and transition. Duke's spacing forces closeouts, and while Syracuse's 6.3 blocks protect the rim, over-rotations leave kick-out threes, where Duke's 34.1% shooting can capitalize. Bench depth and balance favor Duke. Multiple scorers average between 8 and 14 points, reducing dependency on one star. Syracuse leans more heavily on its top trio, and foul trouble to Kyle would challenge their interior defense. The X factor: efficiency at the free throw line. Duke's 71.7% versus Syracuse's 63.8% looms large in a physical conference battle. After analyzing both teams, my first pick for this match is Duke winner. The Blue Devils' rebounding edge, shooting efficiency, and defensive discipline create separation over time. Syracuse's length keeps it competitive early, but Duke's balance and interior dominance ultimately control tempo and close the door. In Cameron Indoor, precision wins, and Duke leaves no doubt. My second pick for this match is total over 141.5,